Boy. Arsenal in close contact with 86 million stars agent as Premier League rivals join transfer race. Typically, when that's said, Arsenal are being used as leverage for whoever this person is to negotiate with other clubs. But nonetheless, the dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Allegedly, we are in discussions with Christian Kofane's entourage. If you lot remember, he did quite well against us for Leverkusen in the Champions League. And we're reportedly in talks with his agent, but may have to fend off competition from Newcastle to sign the Bayern Leverkusen forward. Kofane enjoyed an eye-catching debut season in the Bundesliga last term after joining Leverkusen in a 5.25 million euros deal, which equates to £4.5 million deal with Albacete. He racked up 7 goals and 4 assists in his opening 29 appearances. The 19-year-old also made a significant impact in the Champions League, perhaps most notably in Leverkusen's last 16 defeat at the hands of Arsenal in March. Since then, Kofane's future has been the subject of intense speculation, and the striker's inner circle have done little to rumors of a possible big money summer move, with his agent Eric De Polo telling Daily Arsenal the manager Mikel Arteta likes him very much. I don't doubt that, but what agent isn't going to talk up their client and say nobody wants him, no one likes him? You're going to do that, innit? Whether you're you could actually be negotiating with whatever club in the Premier League or abroad. You could legitimately be using Arsenal. You could be utilizing this rumored Arsenal interest and talking to clubs, legitimately trying to buy him and saying, well, Arsenal want him. You got to spend X amount. Obviously, he signed for a minimal fee last term. Now, naturally, if you join a new workforce and you're hitting bonuses, you're becoming more important. Within a year or 18 months, you're going to say, oh, Lord, I get paid X amount yearly. I might be able to get more. It's not different from football. My point of saying that is to say this. They might be thinking, hold on a minute, he's excelled in expectations. He's 19. He's getting interest from other people. He's doing it in the Champions League. Can we discuss a new contract? I don't know, people. Asked which clubs had expressed an interest in Kofane, De Polo replied, Chelsea, Newcastle, Everton, Brentford, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich. Interest doesn't mean necessarily bidding, people. He also suggested the presence of both Arteta and Saliba in North London put Arsenal in the pole position to strike a deal for the highly rated teenager. I think it's too early to say which club is leading the race, but due to the fact that the player speaks Spanish like Mikel and that Saliba is originally from Cameroon, I would say Arsenal are in pole position. There is contact between me and Arsenal, but their focus right now is to win the league. From there, everything will start moving. So this article's waffling, isn't it? Because I'm sure we've read that months ago. According to German publication Blind, the Gunners have had Kofane on their radar ever since the strikers cameo displaying their Champions League last 16 victory and remain in close contact with the players' agents, people. However, it's claimed Newcastle have joined the race and could turn their attentions to closing an agreement for the Cameroonian international, having already signed a winger from Hoffenheim by Zoumana Toure. Quite decent, people. Apparently, while Leverkusen are reluctant to lose Kofane after only 1 year, the report states that a bid in the region of 100 million euros, ain't everyone worth that, 86 million pounds could be enough to tempt the Bundesliga outfit into selling the youngster. He's got a deal until 2029. I'm not too sure. Apparently, the agent also said he's a 100 million euros player. With Kofane, Arsenal would have a top striker for the next 10 years. I mean, you're not going to talk down your client, are you, people? What is all of this, people? 65 million could tip balance in transfer talks. We know we've got Hincapié. Arsenal's rumoured pursuit of Moroccan sensation Bouardi has been extensively covered this summer. He's obviously at the World Cup at the moment. He's drawn interest from everyone, including Man United. And the Lille president has said many clubs are interested in him, but very few can afford him right now. He's already one of the best midfielders in the world and still has significant room for improvement. He's only 18 and has his whole future ahead of him. He's focused on continuing to develop and winning everything. How much have players like Elliot Anderson or Tonali been sold for, who are much older, but without room for improvement? So you have an idea of the value of Ayoub, who has a unique profile, only 18. There's rumors, that it could go from 60 million to 100. He has 3 years left on his deal. We obviously, have been linked with Gomares. He's been described as priceless. And apparently his concerns over Newcastle's direction following not only failing to qualify for Europe, but also selling Sandro Tonali and Anthony Gordon. The 28-year-old, apparently we made a verbal agreement, of 55 million that we was told where to shove it. I mean, I would like Bruno Gomares. I'm sure he'd be interested. I'm sure I could sit here and talk tactically what he could do for us. And I'm sure you lot could do the same. But when I see Gomares, Morgan Rogers, it comes down to two parties, Arsenal and Aston Villa / Newcastle. You find an agreement, everything else can take place. Other than that, it's crazy. For what it's worth, Morgan Rogers and Gomares, on top of the quality we've got, 2 steps in the right direction in our bid of retaining the Premier League and maybe even going one better. We've been given a Bruno Gomares transfer boost with Berta set to accelerate talks. I don't even have to read this. I bet you Brazil's gone out. Now conversations are going to shift towards what's going on with Gomares, people. This is said, so we saw 55 million. Now we're seeing 45 million was rejected. We don't need to read this tosh, people. Arsenal have interest in several players currently playing their trade in North America at the summer tournament, aka the World Cup, people. We're going to skip through the tosh, people. What would you lot take Wan-Bissaka, especially as a Benjamin White replacement? Allegedly, we're continuing to assess the market for a new right back, and Team Talk understands former Man United defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka has emerged as a genuine option and one of 11 they're considering. Now, we need a right back. Obviously, Timber and Ben White are having injuries. Ben White's future is subject to speculation. We've been linked with Fresneda and a bunch of other fullbacks. It makes sense with West Ham getting relegated and us needing a right back. Well, we'll at least be linked with Wan-Bissaka. Would you take him for the squad? Yes. I don't think it's the right answer. Obviously, strong defensively, 1v1, left wanting in other areas. We know we're open to the possibility of selling Benjamin White, who has interest from Europe, the Middle East, and the Premier League. But with his injury, who knows? We're also being linked with Konza consistently. Allegedly, we've been linked with Raul Asensio of Real Madrid. I mean, Google his name. You don't want him at our club. Celta Vigo's Oscar Mingueza, who's set to become a free agent. Gertruda, who I'm sure was at Sunderland. We've been linked with Roma's Wesley, Monaco's Vanderson, Feyenoord youngster Gilvaldo Reed, who's quite decent, and Ivan Fresneda. We were previously linked with Lev Ramento, but unfortunately a theme with him is injuries. Sources can confirm that the former Crystal Palace and Manchester United fullback Wan-Bissaka is expected to be made available for transfer following West Ham's relegation, with several clubs already monitoring the situation. He's still 28. He has interest from Everton. I mean, at least it's a new name, but I can't say I believe that. And again, several reports are linking us with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, people. I think we've gone over this, but the Leo president said only very few clubs can afford Bawardi, people. Specifically, he said many clubs are interested, but very few can afford him. He's one of the best midfielders in the world and still has an important margin for improvement. He's only 18 and has the whole future ahead of him. He's focused to continue to grow and win everything. And rightly so, if you've got one of these appreciating assets, you're going to be, and someone went for how much? Tonali went for how much? It's not the same, but if Martinelli was to leave, Gordon went for how much? How much can Martinelli go? And I don't know how you judge it. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? But either way, we're going to have to bring in some players. Big up Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, as well as Noni and Eze, who are all part of the England side. Rice was quality as Saka got an assist. Very good 3-2 victory in a 5-goal thriller in Manila, not Manila. I just wanted to say that it's in the Aztec, against Mexico. Big us up, big up our players. I'm not going to lie. Jurien Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Saka are monitoring as much as an armchair expert can, you lot closely, because I think that is the one thing that I feel will derail our season next year. Commiserations to Magalhaes and Martinelli. Haaland got the better of Magalhaes, but Brazil are so poor off the ball as well as on it, which is crazy to say in the modern day with Brazil and on the ball. Like, we all fell in love with international football somewhere down the line because of Brazilians, people. Congratulations to Odegaard. The Norway fairy tale is continuing. Would you lot sign Vinicius Jr? Again, it don't matter about the asking price. It's about the wages. And I know damn well we ain't getting no Vinicius Jr. But to entertain you lot, Real Madrid want a quick resolution to the future of Vini Jr.'s contract issue, either in or out. It's a financial question. Real Madrid do not want to risk him leaving for free in 2027. So is that something Andrea Berta and Arsenal could get involved? I'm not too sure, people, but I'd love it.
Always just like, I think